Hey, everybody. Well, wait a minute, Holt. It's probably on you. Is it on you? Is it on me? Hey, everybody. Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing good. You can probably tell by the giggling. Johnny Bravo is with me. Johnny, how you doing?
Yeah, his girlfriend's here. Hi, everybody. It's good to be here.
His girl. Hey, you got some really cool hair. Has anyone told you that?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just trying to copy you.
Yeah, sweet. I just want you to be able to keep it inside the frame. It's like going outside of the frame. Yeah, exactly. So the reason why I wanted to have Johnny on, we've got some big news. I'm going to share the screen really quick, and that is that Robinhood is cutting almost a quarter of its jobs, its workforce right now, as it releases its second quarter's earnings. Now, it's really interesting because we've been talking about this recently as this economic collapse keeps getting worse and worse. And Johnny has a lot of studying when it comes to TA, or technical analysis. And I have to say the word technical analysis because TA usually has totally a different meaning when you're watching 80s movies. But my point being is that I wanted to bring Johnny on to talk about this because he actually told me, he was like, Ninja, I could have actually told you what was happening with that bad news was coming when it came to Robinhood because it's in the charts, right, Johnny?
That is correct there, Mr. Ninja.
So I gave you share screen if you want to jump in this. Hey, real quick, guys, I want to go a shout out to Johnny because he actually contacted me and said he wanted to do a favor for me. He sells a course on technical analysis, and it's very important to learn that if you're going to become a stock trader, to know what you're doing and do it with education backing you up. And he actually said that he was going to give me an affiliate link and share with me some of the proceeds from his course on technical analysis. And I thank you so much for that, Johnny.
Oh yeah, you can have it. It's all yours, man.
Wait,
I'm
all?
okay.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to say that. So I gave you share capability. Let's talk about Robinhood and what you were seeing in the charts.
All right. So can they see my screen? No, what
No,
they're looking at you, right?
no, they're looking at you right now.
Oh
I gave
dear.
you screen share.
That's okay. Share screen. All right. Sorry.
The
What?
ninja doesn't edit.
Oh my
I don't
God.
get to go cue the
Right.
fire and come out this way. I don't get to
This
do all
is
that stuff. There we
this
go.
is
Now we can see it.
all right. So this is frightening for me.
Ooh,
All right. So here we go. We're going live. All right. So this is Hood. I had Vlad because Ninja was like, "Aren't you going to do a background?" And I'm like, "Don't they want to see my hair?" So no background, just green screen.
yeah.
And but when I did Vlad, my daughter, she was Robin Hood kid at the time. We got together and we did like a little Zoom, and I came out of a trailer in a trailer park, and she's like, "Dad, change that. Do you not know who he is?" I'm like, "I know exactly who he is." So I don't
Oh,
have the nicest of words for oh, and you guys can see my screen right here for Robinhood. I've talked poorly about the platform.
yeah.
I did have an affiliate link for about a day and then canceled that.
Yeah.
So looking at this, I mean, everyone and the mother knows it's like something. This thing is going to break. So looking at this, I'm grabbing a trend line right here.
Yeah.
In my trading course, which I teach everyone from junior high all the way up to college. This little E right here, can you see that, Mr.
Yep.
Ninja?
I see it.
That says earnings, but I teach everyone that says exit. Always exit prior to earnings. So everyone and their mother knows to get out of this because that is not a good look. What that's currently forming is going to break. And probabilities are it's going to break there or it's going to break down to the, let me move this over here to the downside. So I'm going to carry that over here. And what I wanted to say is like charts always predict. Now let me stop share. Charts will always tell you ahead of time what the news is going to say I mean, when was it? This was in June when this broke down. I can tell you. So now I'm assuming now maybe, stock price is going to go zoom. I don't think so. What are we at? $9 right now?
Yeah.
That's probably not, that's not good, right?
No, but you know what? It's funny. It's funny that you say the stock could go zoom, and we've seen where bad news all of a sudden is converted to good news, and we've seen stocks go up sometimes in the short term on news of a company having to lay a bunch of people off because it's losing a momentum, it's losing business, right? And employees are too expensive, and sometimes you'll see the stock trade up on a day or so, maybe 2 days later, because they're like, sweet, that's less employees they got to pay for, more bottom line. But really, the narrative of Robinhood or things are bad. they haven't been really good to their customer base, locking them out of their accounts or freezing things or only allowing you to sell when you want to buy or vice versa.
Mhm.
And so you're right. What we do, I talk about this all the time in economic cycles, we're trading human emotion right now. That is what causes markets to go up or go down, nothing more. Human euphoria or human fear. And that's why I wanted to explain what Johnny's talking about. Like, I could have told you this ahead of time, because you can imagine that a chart of buy and sells on a stock market chart, a stock chart, is literally recording the emotion, either greed or fear. So, Johnny, sorry, I had to throw that in there.
No, you're 100% right. So let's share the screen really quick. Yeah, that's what all charting is basically you take fear, greed, history, and math, and I can kind of tell you what's going to happen. If you come onto my channel, J Bravo, one of the lines that I do, this is the 200-day moving average.
Yep.
When you swing trade, you never trade below that. Well, you never swing trade below that.
Yep.
So this was a trade that I've never even made because, well, I guess thank goodness I wasn't like all the YouTubers that pump this at. What was this thing at? Going from $85 down to $9. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine that? They're like, yeah, link in the description, this thing's going to the moon. But the charts aren't going to lie. And you could stare at them all day long, and I could tell you where it's going. So as you can see, I mean, high probability, everyone in my group knows exit Robinhood. And hey, maybe Robinhood takes off tomorrow. Earnings are great. Everything's amazing, but the chart's telling you that earnings aren't going to look good.
I agree.
So your best bet would be probably right-click short. But yes, in my course, I teach people how it's just a momentum. It's a beat down. It's a reversal. You put in a buy, it goes up, you sell, you take profit, you do it again. And, sometimes it doesn't work. And most times it does based on all the things that are in front of you. So that's my call on Robinhood. Yeah.
Well, and actually, I wanted to put this out today, even though tomorrow is earnings, right? It's interesting that these facts, the news about the layoffs, are happening prior to earnings, which to me almost tell you like it's got to be bad for them to be able to do this ahead of time and say, look, we're going to save money on wages. I mean, that to me sounds like it might be pretty darn, and that's why we're going to put the video out today, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so it's like we're putting Johnny to the test, the ninja to the test. This is sort of the gut feeling we get, but Johnny has a lot more of that because he's checking that technical analysis and studying that, and he wants to share it with you. And thank heavens he wants to share it with me. So I appreciate that, Johnny.
Yeah, no, it's for me, it's if you can not be emotional, which I try not to be. And my wife's like, why aren't you? I don't get from trading for all these years, I've just become less emotional.
Yeah.
Which isn't really good in relationships.
Yeah.
But it's really good when it comes to trading because you look at, I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at a line, I put in my buy, I wait. If it doesn't, fine. It's just a non-emotional, it goes up, it goes down, you take profit. And then there's a bazillion other stocks out there. You don't have to just, because a lot of people just get focused on what, like gold price of silver, like they know that in their head. I could probably ask you, you'd know the price of gold today, and you'd probably be able to tell me what the price of silver was yesterday.
Absolutely.
So there's everyone like cherry picks their own and they watch it. But I just, I take thousands and it's like, oh, that's a reversal, put in a buy, ride it and sell. So
that's true. You don't want to be emotional when you're trading. You want to be emotional when you're married though, right, Johnny?
It definitely helps, but it's hard. I worked law enforcement, and it's like you can't bring emotion to the job. So then you're kind of bringing the job home, and it's like, boy, you're an a-hole.
That's
like,
true.
I'll work on that. So, but yeah, with stock, with trading, it's just like, I see lines and I click buttons, and it's not emotional, and I take a loss and I take a profit and I take a loss and I don't like, buy the dip or try to catch falling knives and know Bitcoin's going to 1 million, which, frustrate people are like, cause it's, our economy and our dollar, and we need a savior and there needs to be changes. And so I get it where people can hang their hat on something and saying, this is my savior. Bitcoin will save the monetary system. So, and then you're emotional, and then you fall in love with your trade, which you should never do.
Totally. And it's like driving a boat. You need to be a machine. No emotions when you're driving a boat, right, Johnny?
That is a joke because Johnny
I
Bravo
didn't do it.
Yes, no, I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I did it.
You did it. You were driving. I was sitting in the back seat, just enjoying myself with a pina colada, being non-emotional.
And I told you it was I thought it was $11,000 worth of damage. It was actually, when we took the boat in and we docked it, it was actually 20,000. So the people that were taking the boat had to pay half of it because of the damage. So that was a $20,000 a day there.
That was one
Mr.
of the greatest
Ninja.
days of my life.
And you surfed, and it was amazing. And do we have video of it that you'll show did you ever show your audience?
Well, it's the shortest clip in the world. They couldn't even grasp what I was showing them. It was like 1 second and he's down.
You're like, I'll never get up. And there you go. You're up.
I got up. Hey,
yeah,
let's close it out on that one. The ninja.
All right, man. You got up. All right, dude.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Everyone, I really appreciate you guys watching. Take a look at it if you want to learn this class that Johnny's put together. It's amazing. It's down below in the description. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is
out of here.